What's up? Number 14. The Captain's Log, the video diaries of me trying to sort out my mind. How goes it, you ask? I am unsure. Pretty sure after watching through some of these that I definitely have some issues, but I do seem to be working through them in a positive manner. So, and tomorrow I'm rearranging the room here so I can actually record games and stuff, which will be fun. I got out of the bath, so my hair's all damn. I'm excited. Gonna record this game called Cop Talk and stuff to figure out the whole recording setup while I get ready for Starfield in 2 weeks? When is it? It's the 5th or 6th. What? 1 week? It's 2 weeks, yeah. Dope. Yeah, sorry I had to spit. I produce a lot of saliva. I have overactive salivary glands. They are quite frustrating. So I normally have to spit like some old West Virginia coal miner in a spittoon. It's gross. It is gross. I am gross. Trust me, I am the first person aware of my grossness. On a good note, though, now that the winter and the fall is coming up, my brother is going to have an extra day off, so he's going to come down to visit, and we're going to work more on my tattoos, because we're redoing my, this sleeve entirely. Whole arm is just going to get redone. Originally, we were attempting to do a robot arm, where make a prosthetic robotic arm, where the technology advances as it goes down from old-fashioned shit to newer shit. And I've got it tattooed all the way down to here, but we don't like it, so we're just gonna do the whole thing over. So I'm gonna be space. I got a bunch on my leg. Got whole plans for my whole back, plans for my chest. Eventually, I will be covered in ink, and I'm very happy about that. It was a dream of mine ever since I was a kid. I never thought I'd be able to have tattoos because I grew up and most of my life being very poor. And then my brother decided to become a tattoo artist, and he needed a guinea pig. And I am happy to be a guinea pig. And I can't believe he's been amazing enough to help me pursue this dream of covering myself in awesome art. Because I've always wanted to be covered in dope-ass fucking art. Who wouldn't? I don't get why anyone wouldn't, man. Look at this. It's like paper. Let's put some cool shit on it. Wait for it. So that's exciting. I am excited. And then this weekend, our 2 best friends are coming down to spend the night. I might do some kind of podcast style episode. Not a video diary episode. One where it's just me talking to my friends about whatever. I made some tasty larb. First time making it. Pretty happy. Came out pretty good. Lettuce wrapped. Sorry, I, as normal, am a little bit sleepy. It is quite late at night for me. Yesterday was a day video. It was the only day video, as you can see by the window. It is nighttime, 3 in the morning. Nice and late in the darkness. You will find me sitting over and over again. I might just be shitting. Oh, I am the king of the porcelain throne, watching through the darkness as I find my way home. I don't know where that came from. Blah. Man. Oh, God. I'm like, weirdly enough, low-key running out of things to talk about. I'm not actually running out of things to talk about. There are so many things to talk about, but, like, part of me doesn't want to, like, get too weird with past stories, or, like, should I? And, like, part of me is still in, like, I know I could talk about my book stuff that I'm working on, but at the same time, I'm afraid if I put it out there, I'll start to be afraid to do it. You know what I mean? I'm still in this weird little kind of funk of, like, I am doing a thing now, but I'm still so close to talking myself out of shit so often. It needs to be a regular habit where I don't even begin to think about talking myself out of it. You know, you feel. I guess I could also start figuring out how to do, like, all kinds of shit. Review stuff, react to stuff. I don't want to be constrained to, like, one medium. I like variety. I want to do all kinds of things. I think that's why I didn't just jump into and start with video gaming, as much as I love video games and how they have shaped much of my life, in both good and bad ways. And I very much have thought about, I even have it fucking whole chunks of fucking shit on here of me recording stuff to put on there, but I ultimately was not happy with it. Mainly, I wasn't happy with me. That was the real crux of the issue. It's not that I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with my performance. Oh, my performance, it was so bad. Except, still not doing anything by not uploading it. I should probably upload it. For fuck's sake, why not? Just throw it out there and see what happens. 'Cause you never know, it just might be something that you might think is quite fun. You might enjoy yourself, you little bitch. What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? Fucking apparently being tired and loopy and losing my mind. Can you not? What was the weird boy? Shut up. Just talk. Okay. So are we still in the era of, like, you can't like but more than one thing? Like, if I like Marvel, I have to hate DC, or if I like DC, I have to hate Marvel, or if I like Star Trek, I have to hate Star Wars, and if I hate Star Wars, I like Star Wars, I have to hate Star Trek. Or are we finally in the era of, like, where liking things is cool? Because, like, I like all of those things. I don't like to differentiate. They're also all unique things in my mind. Sure, Star Trek and Star Wars are both sci-fi, but Star Trek is like a utopian sci-fi society tech drama. Where Star Wars is a dystopian sci-fi fantasy story with wizards and magic. So it's like, they're very different. That's why I don't compare them, you know? But they're both quite good. I enjoy them all. And it's hard for me to even differentiate. Like, I'll watch all the Star Treks. I've watched everything Star Wars. I have a little bit of an obsession with Star Wars, especially the Expanded Universe books. I have most of them. God, so the Fate of the Jedi series was one of my favorites. It was so good. So good. So good. So good. You know when you do like a good mushroom trip and you just go on a crazy journey through the universe and you come back and you're just like, fuck yeah. That was that book series sober. Like, my God, by the end of it, I was so immersed in that story that by the time I came back out, it was like I literally felt like I walked out of that universe back into this one and was just confused for a bit. Like, what the? Can I go back? God, I haven't read that in a while. I haven't read books in a hot minute. I used to read so many books, and I own thousands of books. It's stupid how many books I own. My garage is a mini library. But, like, God, the depression I had over the past few years really settled into me, and I, like, stopped reading? What is that? Why would I do that? I love reading. I should need to read again. I should read back through the Fate of the Jedi series. I could even review them. I read through one book, and then I'll talk about it. Read through them. I read fairly fast. It wouldn't take me longer than like a day or two to read each book. It's been a while though. Like, do you still read as fast, Zach? You've been avoiding reading. Like, you read stuff on a computer, but it's been a while since you've read the page. I kind of want to, though, because it's such a good series. I also want to rebuild my manga collection. I used to have such a big one when I was a teenager, but then, getting in trouble and pissing my mom off, and she didn't exactly understand exactly what she was doing when she got rid of all of them, or how expensive they all were. We've talked about it since then, and she very much did not realize how much money she was getting rid of, but I had a few $1,000 worth of manga, and I pissed my mom off to the extent that when I came back from school, all my books and all my manga had been given to the Marines in Afghanistan. And that was a trust-breaking thing for me as a young teenager. Taught me don't ever collect things or own things, because anybody can, especially the people you trust, can just get rid of them at a moment's notice. Doesn't matter how much time or effort you put into them, how much you care about a thing. That was the only thing I truly come to care about, like, that I had ever kind of built up. All my spare money went to that. Any money I earned went to it. I had put so much into that collection. I read those series so many times. I had all the Ken Akamatsu, who's my favorite author. I had all 3 of his big series. Nejima, Love Hina, I Love You. Do you know how to find those now? You only get them omnibus. I like the original books, man. And, like, I have some of them now, but, like, I can't find the original ones that I'm missing because I can only find the omnibus. It's really frustrating. First world problems, I know, but still, it's very frustrating. Because, like, I really like those books, man. I loved manga. Hell, for the longest time, I didn't even realize it, but my entire personality was built off of Keitaro from Love Hina. It was like a subconscious thing, too. Not a bad thing, though. I really like Keitaro. Man. Nejima, too. Weird series, but such a good one. I really liked the characters. The magic in it was great. It was like Japanese Harry Potter. I fell in love with it. So many characters. I would somehow keep track of them all. And the weird thing is, all those manga series and anime series and video game series and book series, I have all of those characters and backstories and all of their fucking details cataloged in my head. But try to put in new information nowadays, goes in, falls right back out. But the minute you trigger a memory of any of those things, I remember all of that. Fucking, God, I remember every character that I fucking ever, oh God. Only 3 characters have I ever, like, actually felt, like, love for. Like, you ever fallen in love with a character you've seen on a thing? Well, for me, that was Tali'Zorah Voss Normandy from Mass Effect, my favorite video game series of all time. I don't give a shit how much shit people talk about the fucking ending of 3. Go fuck yourselves. Don't care if it was fucking rushed or whatever. Oh, it was such a travesty. Oh, I couldn't have my bajillion endings. They fucking catered to my every whim and wish because I had to choose all of the things. And I don't give a shit. It was a good fucking ending. And everyone's like, Control is the only ending that matters because Shepard lives. Fuck no, dude. Let Shepard rest. Let him be dead. Fucking synthesis. I don't care if that's the Reaper's way. Blah, 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 blah. You trying to kill my Legion boy, we have issues. Fucking Legion, Tali, Garrus. God, I replay that series once a year. I haven't done it this year. And I think I need to do it as a recording. That's what my brother Scott keeps telling me, is I gotta record it because Mass Effect is my favorite series. I've replayed it so many times and I don't care. God, 3 is one of my favorite. 2 and 3 are so good. They just get better through the. I haven't actually played through the Legendary Edition. I own it, and I haven't played through it yet because I wanted to record it, and things kept coming up. I think I should record it. I love space. Space is my favorite shit. It's so good. Space is where I look. Man, if I had the option to go to space, I don't think you understand how quickly my wife already knows that if the option to go to Mars happened, she would have to actually fight to get me to not sign up. If they said I could go, it'd be so hard to not go and die on Mars. Yes, I know I would die on Mars. That's fine. I'm gonna die on Earth. Why would I not rather be one of the first people to die on another planet, founding our fucking civilization on another planet? That's dope. Anyways, Tali Zorabos Normandy was one of the first. I fell in love with her. Motoko Aoyama from Love Hina, fell in love with her 100%. Was there another character that really like Jasmine from Aladdin? I will admit, first time I saw Jasmine in Aladdin, that was like a whole different thing from any other Disney princess. That and Kida from Atlantis. Those two, that was like a weird awakening moment for me of like, oh, what the fuck? Because like, Jasmine was just like, that's where it was like that was like a physical thing. No, it was a full thing because she was hot and smart and like good at what she was just like all around hot. And by hot, I mean like smart, funny, cute, sexy, all of that. But Kida really nailed the mark. Like Atlantis is also like easily my favorite Disney film. I don't know why they haven't they've made live action versions of so many other dumbass Disney films, and yet the one that would do the best as a live action movie sitting right under their noses, they haven't. I would watch a live action Atlantis so goddamn fast. I love Atlantis. It is such a unique Disney movie. Think about it. People just straight up get fucking murked in that movie. Dead. Constantly. There's so much death in that movie. And it's like, it's dark, it's gritty, it's kind of fucked up, and at the same time, it's beautiful. It's such a good story, great fucking characters. None of the characters are like essentially good people. They all kind of have dark, fucked up issues, and I like that. What Disney movie do we ever get like that? I like characters that are flawed. Because guess what? We're all flawed. None of us are perfect. Being perfect is impossible. We are in fact flawed, fucking cracked, broken people, every fucking one of us. And if you think you're not broken, it's just because you haven't been hit hard enough yet. And I promise you, life will eventually hit you hard enough to break you. The real question is, are you able to piece yourself back together in some new configuration and like move on with it, fine with, who you are now? Because when you're broken, you have a couple options. Most get desperate to try to just make themselves into what they were. The problem with that is when you get broken, you lose bits and pieces of what made you who you were. You're never going to get those back. And some pieces are now different than they used to be. So you could desperately try to rebuild the puzzle that was you, or you could figure out how to make a new you out of what remains. And that's the better option, in my opinion. When you do that, you get to become a new person, a better version of you. And then next time you get broken again, it's easier. And then you get broken again, and it's even easier. And then every time something breaks you, you're able to build yourself back up so goddamn fast. And you're just like, okay. Eventually you reach a point where something breaks you and you just reform instantly. You're like, that sucks. And fucking you reach a point where like being broken is just, who cares? I will reform, adapt, become something new. I am fluid. I am water. I am air. I am whatever I need to be a better me. In the Zaki reserves. So, the message there is just don't be afraid to lose parts of yourself along the way. Even if there are parts you really cared about, parts that were important to you, it's okay to lose them, and it's okay to mourn them. But don't let mourning them and losing them become your new personality. Accept that they're gone. Build a new you out of what remains. Maybe you used to be positive and this new you is kind of negative. That's okay. You're growing and you're learning how to become a new person. That'll probably change again. And it is okay to change again. It is okay to change repeatedly through your life. Never let people convince you that you have to be the same person you've always been, because they just want you to be their version of you, because the idea of you changing is too hard for them to accept. Who gives a shit? Fuck them. Fuck them up their tight little puckered buttholes. You be you. Doesn't matter how often you have to change, because maybe you don't like yourself, but someone else likes that toxic part of you and is trying to convince you that that's a part you need to keep. Fuck that. You don't like yourself? Fucking you don't like that part of you? You don't, well, you see, then the message gets a little weird, because it's like, oh, it's okay to hate yourself. Don't hate yourself. Love yourself. But also hate yourself a little bit. I do stand by. A little bit of self-loathing is good. Just like a little bit of narcissism is good. You need a little bit of both. You need a little bit of I'm hot shit combined with I'm a hot piece of shit. You know what I mean? I feel like you stay humble, but you start. See, mine got to be a little bit too much. I'm a hot piece of shit, garbage dumpster fire, instead of I'm hot shit. Only recently have I started to rebuild a shred of confidence into something new, to where I might be some form of hot shit. And that is a new thing. I'm 33. Don't take this long to do this shit, man. God, and everyone takes too long to fucking finally get it in their heads that it's like, it's okay to change constantly. You're going to change all the time. Every time you think you know everything, you don't. You really don't. Every time you think you know everything, you have just plateaued yourself. You need to walk to the edge of that plateau and hop right the fuck back off and down. It's fine to go back down. You can learn again. Learn how to climb a new plateau. Go back up. Change is good. Change is awesome. I keep looking at myself here. I'm like talking to myself more than I'm talking to y'all. I'm still coming to terms with like, camera, me, camera, me, camera, me. It's weird, man. I'm doing it. I'm trying. I'm learning, and that's okay. We're all learning here. And I want this place to be I want this channel at least to be a place that we can all come and just like talk and chill and like vibe and figure, share how weird we all are. Like, we're all human. We're all fucking weirdos, man. We all got something that tickles our jollies in a weird way. And sometimes it's weird shit. Sometimes it's just like normal everyday things that you just find so satisfying, and you're just like, that's nice. It's like, you don't know why that makes you fucking happy, but it does. Fucking playing a game with my fucking friends earlier. We were playing Texas Chainsaw game, and my game glitched out hard as shit, and they killed me, and my character died, and didn't die. And then it recovered, and my corpse tried to get back up, and I was definitely dead, but my body didn't want to stay dead, so I was now Crazy Spaghetti Monster, as my character model basically glitched the fuck out, and all of its limbs became crazy long spaghetti strands. And then I played the rest of the match like that, and survived for a hot long minute hiding as a fucking spaghetti monster in the bushes, and running from people and climbing through cracks as a spaghetti monster, and it just got more and more broken, and it was beautiful. And I have never, I don't want to say never been so happy, but that was one of the happiest moments I've ever had while playing a video game. Did it break all the shit? Oh my god, yes. Was it glorious and made me giggle like a fucking schoolgirl who just discovered fucking glitter for the first time? Yes. Oh my god, yes. I loved it. It was phenomenal. So yeah, have fun in life, man. You really just gotta, appreciate the dumb shit. You know? Appreciate the stupid shit. Sometimes, it's okay to laugh at lowbrow humor, man. It is okay. It is okay to hear a stupid joke and giggle. I know you might not want to do it out loud, but it's okay. You can giggle. You can laugh. And you can dance to the music in the supermarket. It's okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be like my wife and my mom and so many others that get mad at me every time I hear a good song in the supermarket and I just start fucking grooving. You just gotta groove to that good music. I dance like no, it's not that I dance like no one's watching. I dance like I don't give a shit that anybody's watching. I don't care if people think I'm good at dancing or bad at dancing. I dance to dance. I don't dance for you. I dance for me. Because I like to dance. It's just nice and fun. And my body hurts all the time. So if I hear good music, I want to dance through the pain. I want to get my feet a moving and a grooving and my ass a bust the moving. You feel me? 'Cause I think you do. Everybody could stand to dance to the music in the grocery store more often. We should all dance. All of us together. Down the aisles. It'd be great. It'd be grand. I won't judge you. Don't judge me. Let's just vibe. Let's just have a grand old time. Let's destigmatize all this shit, man. Let's all be friends again. Let's get the fuck along. You can get to know anybody nowadays. Anybody in the world. Why are we fighting? Why can't we just fucking help each other? Why can't we just fucking, for real, why are we letting governments tell us all what we can and cannot do all the goddamn time? Fucking, I don't want to go to war with nobody. Why? What is the point nowadays? It's about time we fucking move beyond that shit, man. We gotta progress our fucking society and our civilization as a whole. Get that shit spread across the goddamn fucking galaxy. Get that shit across the solar system. Fucking actually learn to live with the Earth. If you think that going to space is somehow abandoning Earth, it's not what we're doing. We can have access to all the shit we're ripping the Earth apart to get. We can just access it in infinite in space. So therefore we would not need to rip up the Earth to get our resources, and could then help the Earth grow and repair itself. Something people just don't seem to get. Like, everything you could ever want is out in the solar system, in the galaxy. It's in space. Hell, there's if you want money, there's asteroids just filled with gold. All filled with gold. More gold than exists on this fucking planet. More gold than you could ever comprehend. But no, let's just kill each other over scraps of nothing. It's just tiring, man. I guess this is the nicest my life's been in a long time. I've been poor most of my life. I've lived on the edges of society for a long time. I was homeless for a good bit. I've seen society at its worst, and it's bad. I've seen fucking people die, man. I've seen fucking people fight for fucking nothing and fucking be ready to kill a motherfucker over a piece of crust. I've had a motherfucker ready to kill me over fucking garbage scraps. And I was ready to fucking kill him over the garbage scraps. Well, some said this recently, and it really struck a chord with me because I felt this my entire life, especially around people that act like a lot of money is nothing. Every amount of money is a lot of money to someone that doesn't have any money. And that was my whole goddamn life. And then people tell me, oh, why don't you just save your money? What fucking money? Any money I get goes to paying back hospital debts or other fucking bullshit. The amount of fucking hospital debt I'm in is ridiculous. Most of it, I refuse to pay. Because I didn't have a choice. I mean, I get it was either die or be fucking worked on, but at the same time, like, if I knew I was going to be in this much debt, you could have just let me die. I didn't realize that I was going to be, like, let out of the hospital and told, well, now you're never going to be able to get your life on track because you're in excruciating debt. Just because you wanted to not die. It's like, oh, cool. And most of it wasn't even, they caused. By misdiagnosing me and mistreating me and giving me medicines I wasn't supposed to have, taking out organs they weren't supposed to take out. And the next thing I know, I'm being billed for all of their mistakes. It's just a lot, man. I don't even know where this tangent was going. I'm thirsty. Delicious. Non-nutritious. Pineapple Fanta. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'm gonna go give the cats a little bit of a sneaky snack and some petty pets. And I am going to let you beautiful people have a wonderful night. I don't know what I was talking about. As I have learned listening to my brother talk about my videos, I don't remember most of what I talk about. I learned I did some autofellatio, pretending to gag on something bit. I don't remember that. Oh, that was gross and I apologize, but I also don't because I can't help it. Anyways, have a wonderful night, guys. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the motherfucking bed bugs bite. Don't. Fuck you, Zach.